Hello again. I'm coming back on because I have another little message that wants to be expressed. So I thought I'd quickly come on and share. Today's message is about meeting yourself where you're at. And so I think that's a really important message to end the year with, or more so to bring into the new year. What does that mean, meeting yourself where you're at? That's something that I still continue to practice because it's so important. It's kind of going with the flow, going with the season. So, for example, don't try to grow your best garden in the middle of winter because it's just not going to work. And so I think that we have these high expectations on ourselves of how to show up at all times at our best and, peak performance and thriving. And we have to remember that we do have rhythm and cycles and that we have to kind of like surfing, go with the wave and not trying to like have your best wave when it's flat. Like it's just not going to work. And so um, there's annual cycles, like seasons. For example, summer is more, actually, spring is more about creativity and coming back into life and expressing yourself. Summer is about thriving and blooming and full expansion. And then you go into fall and it's time to kind of literally fall back and shed the old and kind of just like back to basics, back to your root. And winter is about isolation, hibernation, introspective, go within, deep, rooted connection with your soul, with yourself, kind of reflecting on the year, figuring out what do you want to create next in the new season, in the new spring and summer seasons. And if we were to do that in micro, we have, seasonal cycles, we have monthly cycles with the moon, and females have their menstrual cycles. And it's also important to remember that male have these same cycles, and sometimes we dismiss that, but we all have that. And when we're talking about even daily cycles, you'll wake up, you might be feeling really at your peak when you're just fresh and awake in the morning. That's when you want to be doing the biggest things on your list, getting them off, but you might have a different cycle. Your peak might be later on. I just know I'm at my best when I wake up and I'm creative and I'm empowered and I'm expressive. And then I get kind of like a midday, want a nap, feeling a little bit more stagnant. That's not when I want to start my biggest project. And so I have to learn to get to know my cycles, my rhythm, and meet myself where I'm at, not go against the grain, not fight against the current, just flow with it. That's when you're going to be at your best. And so I think that it's really important to rest when it's time to rest, to perform when it's time to perform, and get to know and meet yourself where you're at. So that's today's message. I hope it resonates. And I think that it's a common theme that I notice with a lot of my clients. We have these high expectations. It's also addictive patterns. We think we need to be high and happy and at our best all the time, and it's just not realistic. If you look at a plant, it's the perfect mirroring of ourselves. They go through phases, through cycles. There's a time to bloom and grow and expand, and there's a time to come within. And so it's rhythm. Find your rhythm, flow with it, roll with it, and use it to your advantage. Okay? So, on that note, I hope all of you had a beautiful season, holiday season, and I'm wishing you very happy new year. Tomorrow, not tomorrow, the next day, I believe, is a full moon. So it's a really cool end of year, really, really good time to shed the old and visualize what you want to create for the new year. Really connect with the energy of what you want to be in this life. So it's not tomorrow, it's not later, it's in the now. What are you? What are you trying to create? Who do you want to be? And do that. And so, on that note,